Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you. Today, I would like to take a few minutes to introduce something that is very close to our vision at BUYE-Online, Brush Up Your English. When we say brush up your English, we are not talking only about grammar. We are not talking only about learning new vocabulary. And we are certainly not talking about memorizing hundreds of English sentences. Our vision is much bigger. Our goal is to help people learn English, speak English, communicate with confidence, and ultimately create better opportunities for themselves. Our message is very simple: learn, speak, communicate, succeed. That is the philosophy behind Brush Up Your English. And today I want to explain not only what we are offering, but also why we are doing it. Let's think about the world we are living in today. So we have talented students, we have highly skilled engineers, we have developers, designers, entrepreneurs, researchers, managers, teachers, and professionals with the tremendous technical knowledge. But sometimes there is a gap. The person has the knowledge, the person has the qualification, the person has the technical ability. But when it is time to explain that knowledge in English during an interview, during a presentation, during a client meeting, during a team discussion, or even during a simple professional conversation, they may hesitate. They may know the answer, but they struggle to express it. And sometimes, unfortunately, people judge capability based on communication. That is one of the reasons we created Brush Up Your English. We want to help bridge that gap. We want a person to able to say, I know my subject and I can communicate what I know. That is confidence. Okay. So, and that confidence can make a tremendous difference in someone's professional journey. Right. Our mission is to make English learning more practical, accessible, and meaningful. We want English to become something you use and not something you simply study. That's an important difference. You can study grammar for years, but if you are still afraid to speak in a meeting, something is missing. You can memorize thousands of vocabulary words, but if you cannot explain your idea clearly to another person, something is missing. You can read English perfectly, but if you cannot communicate your thoughts confidently, there is still a gap. So at Brush Up Your English, our approach is built around the complete communication journey. We focus on spoken English, helping you speak with confidence, listening skills. We focus on listening skills because the communication is not only about speaking. You need to listen, understand, and respond. We focus on reading mastery because the reading helps you understand information, expand your knowledge, and develop language awareness. We focus on writing excellence. So, because of professional communication increasingly happens through emails, reports, messages, documentation, and written communication. We focus on business English because workplace communication requires a different level of clarity, professionalism, and precision. Right? We focus on IELTS and exam preparation because many learners need English for academic and professional opportunities. And finally, we focus on global communication because today we are not communicating only with the people from our own city or our own country. We are communicating with the people across the world. Our classrooms may be local, but our communication goals can be global, right? Brush Up Your English knowledge sharing webinar week. Okay, that brings us something very exciting. Okay, so we are bringing you this webinar. Okay, so it is completely free. We wanted to create an opportunity where people can experience the way we teach before making any commitment. We don't want someone to simply hear us say, we provide quality English training. Okay, we want you to experience the training yourself. That is why we have created 7 different sessions covering 7 practical topics. Okay, starting tomorrow, you can join us for a full week of learning. Okay, and you don't have to attend all 7 days. Okay, you can join one session, you can join two sessions, or if you find the sessions useful, you can join us throughout the entire week. Okay, let's quickly look at what we have planned. Okay, day one, why fluent English accelerate IT careers. Okay, this is the topic. So we will discuss why English communication can influence professional growth, the workplace visibility, interviews, collaboration, and career opportunities. This is especially relevant for IT professionals. Day two, five English mistakes every developers make. This will be practical actually. We will look at common English mistakes that can appear in professional communication and how to correct them. Day three, cracking technical interviews with confidence. Technical knowledge is important, but being able to explain your technical knowledge clearly is equally important. We will focus on communicating your skills and experience with a greater confidence. Okay. Day four, the art of a confident self-introduction. Right. Almost every professional eventually hears, tell me about yourself, right? How do you answer that question confidently? How do you introduce yourself without sounding memorized? That's what we will explore. Okay, day five, email etiquette for IT professionals. Professional emails are the major part of workplace communication. The words you choose, the structure you use, the tone you maintain, and the clarity of your message all matter. We will focus on communicating professionally through email. So speaking up and being heard in meetings. Okay, this is very important topic. Sometimes people have excellent ideas but hesitate to speak. Sometimes they speak, but their message isn't clear. And sometimes they simply don't know how to enter a professional discussion. We will work on those communication situations, the day seven. And this is the final day. Grammar hacks, master tenses without the headache, right? So grammar doesn't have to be frightening, okay? So our goal is to make grammar practical and easier to use in real communication. So 7 days, seven practical topics with one central objective. So helping you become a more confident communicator, right? Now let me explain how you can participate. Okay, we are conducting two live sessions every day. The first session is 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and the second session is 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so you can choose the timing that works better for you. All sessions will be conducted live through Microsoft Teams. Okay, and once again, there is no registration fee. It is completely free. Participants will also receive a certificate of participation for every day they attend. And during the webinar week, attendees will also get an opportunity to learn more about our 3-month IT professionals fluency mastery course, including an exclusive course offer for webinar participants. Okay. But please remember, you don't need to join our course to attend this webinar week. Come and learn directly. They experience the sessions. Okay, ask questions, practice, and decide for yourself whether our approach is useful to you. Now, I want to say something very importantly because when we say free, some people may immediately think maybe it won't be serious. Maybe it will just be promotional. Maybe they will spend 5 minutes teaching and the rest of the time selling something. I completely understand that concern. So I want to make our position very clear. Our priority during these sessions is learning. Okay, we want every session to provide genuine value. If we have 1 hour with you, we want you to leave that 1 hour having learned something useful. We should be able to, you should be able to take at least one idea from the session and apply it in your workplace, interview, presentation, meeting, or everyday communication. We want our session to be practical, structured, interactive, professional, and most importantly, useful. Okay, we are not promising that one webinar will magically transform someone's English overnight. That would not be honest. Language development takes practice, it takes consistency, it takes feedback, it takes patience. But What we can assure you is this: we will take your learning seriously. We will prepare our session seriously. We will respect your time and we will do our best to make every session meaningful. Our objective is to make that hour count. And now I want to speak to you not as a company representative, okay, but simply as someone who believes in this mission. We need your support. Brush Up Your English is built around a simple idea. English learning should create confidence, not fear. And if you believe that this mission can help someone, a student, a job seeker, or an IT professional, a teacher, or a parent, okay, so a working professional, maybe, or someone who simply wants to improve their communication, then please share this opportunity with them. You don't have to spend money, you don't have to make a commitment. Sometimes simply sharing the information with the right person can make a difference. Maybe someone in your contact list is preparing for an interview. Maybe someone is struggling to speak during meetings. Okay, maybe someone wants to improve their communication before applying for an international opportunity. Please think about that person. Okay, and if you believe our webinar can help them, invite them, share the registration information, tell them, join. Okay, there is a free session starting tomorrow. Just attend once and see whether it helps you. That support means a lot to us. Okay, so everyone, this is more than just a 7 day webinar week for us. Okay, so it is part of larger mission, a mission to help people become better speakers, better listeners, better writers, better communicators, and ultimately more confident professionals. Okay, more confident professionals. Our message is learn, speak, communicate, succeed. We want to create a learning environment where people don't feel ashamed of making mistakes. Okay, because mistakes are part of learning. We want you to speak. We want you to practice. We want you to ask questions, and we want you to gradually become comfortable using English in the real world. Okay, so starting tomorrow, join us for the Brush Up Your English Knowledge Sharing webinar week. Okay, 7 days, 7 topics, live sessions to practical learning, and completely free. Give us 1 hour, experience the quality of the session, and then decide what you think. Okay, so if you find value in what we are doing, support us by sharing the opportunity with someone who needs it. Okay, because our success is not simply about how many people join our sessions. Our real success is when someone who was once afraid to speak finally finds the confidence to say, I can communicate. Okay, that is the mission of Brush Up Your English. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for believing in this initiative. Thank you for supporting us. And most importantly, let's learn together. Let's speak with confidence. Let's communicate with a purpose. See you tomorrow. Thank you and have a wonderful day.